Hello guys, I'm Renige and I'm making this little video tutorial for one talented creator I found in Galactic Adventure Central Discord server. Most of you, if you played Spore a lot, may already know this creator. His name is Dirtset. He asked me a little tutorial on how to make creature intermediate in size between epic and non-epic, because as you may know, there's well, I'll show you what's the problem we are about to solve. Well, first of all, we just have to remove any mods that alter the values of shrinking and making creatures bigger. So we just have to remove I guess it's PSI Adventures 2X, maybe. I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one. So we uninstall this mod and then we just start the game. We get chat engine ready, as I did here. Okay, sorry for the bit of confusion. Okay. Then once we start the game, we just use this button here and we just select the game. All right, the game is selected, so we just make an example adventure. We just find the flattest planet, all right, so it's easier for us to place units. Okay, so I encountered an issue with a creature from Ice Phase 482. Which is the three toys here. Yeah. So basically, what's the problem with this creature? Lore-wise, these are huge creature, but not epic inside. Are just very big. Let's remove every kind of behavior. If we use one famous Maxis creation as comparison, namely Barbados, and try to make the three toys as big as possible, you will see that this is the maximum. But if you want to make these creatures huge, so this is the biggest non-epic size. If you want to make this creature a bit bigger, it just turns heroic. So there is no intermediate size. And here's where Chat Engine comes in handy, because you just select the creature. I have to remove the game audio, I think. Is this removed? Okay, perfect, because it was really annoying. So we get this creature here. We try to make it as little as possible, and because we need to find the address number that regulates its height. So we need to find its value. We shrink it as little as the game allows us. Then we go in Chat Engine and select the value here. And then we try to make it as big as possible. Okay, this is the max. And we look for this other value here. And we click next scan to filter the results. Then we try again to make it as little as possible. So, okay, for this creature, all three values determine its height, how big the creature is. So we can see that the creature stops at this value here, and this is the biggest non-epic size. All right, and if we try to make it a little bigger, it just turns epic, and we get this value, which is the littlest epic size possible. So we need to get this creature in a value in between those two numbers. So once we get the three values, we just press Ctrl on those three, and we just press double time 2 times with the left click, and now we get to, you know, an intermediate value, and let's see the result. We did this, we move it a bit, and the magic is done. You see? It's intimidate in size. Unfortunately, this creature will behave as an epic, even if it's just intermediate in size, so it will become very noisy and will do, I mean, a little bit of weird stuff, but basically this trick works well, and you can solve some you know, scaling issues, because now this three toys has the right scale compared to Barbados, while this one was too little. Another thing that you can do with this little trick, if we clear and we do new scan, and we try to make the captain as little as possible, and we just find the value for his height. All right, we try to make it as big as possible, and we use this value here. I'll give you the page, the internet page from which I took all these values. And oops. Some little issues here. When this happens, notably you have too many values, you have to do it a couple of times more. Oh no, well, all these numbers seems to be the ones of the captain. So we just select all these values, Control, and select all these values. With this trick, we can actually make the captain an epic. You see? Now we can play as an epic. This is totally vanilla compatible, and that is how Parkaboy made his, I guess it's his 4th act of Baldur's Gate. So it allows you to make an epic captain and play with it, and it's very funny because he will have special animations, and yeah, basically that's it. So I hope this helped you, and bye bye guys.